They see me rolling, they hate it, try to get me riding dirty. We outside with the boys. We have PRI. Look at this whole girl. Oh my gosh.
That motherfucker looks good.
Jeez. She's shining in spots I didn't even know she was still shining. Damn, Connor, that motherfucker's shiny. Give me a 5. Oh my god. Dude, give me them dice so I can throw them across the parking lot. Bow! Alright, I'm done. Get out of here, bro. Bow! Damn. Get your ass out of here.
Hey, you still recording?
Yeah.
He said he's gonna bust my ass. What happened?
I didn't get nothing busted. I didn't bust nothing. I busted myself. You guys just riding by and saw it or what? That's cool. You guys take all the pictures you want. Alright, we're back from PRI. We left PRI, took a week, got caught up at work, took Friday off, jumped in the truck, loaded the old girl on a flat trailer and drove her back out here to AZ to my boy Brad's shop so he can finish the fam. You guys saw when we picked it up in Illinois, so we had a few things that we needed to finish. We just wanted to make PRI, so we made it. But now it's at Brad's shop in AZ. Hey, bro, last time we saw you was in Illinois.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Here, it's a lot warmer here.
It's a lot warmer here.
Way warmer. So, we're going to unload her and, yeah, get her put in here. And figure we'll talk a little bit about the history of the car. And I mean, this is where she's been built basically every time, except for this last time. So, well, this and then the little shop in the back. I think you even saw some parts from like the first time I crashed it or the second time I crashed it. I don't.
Wall crash.
The turbo, yeah, from when I crashed into the wall. Yeah, good times. That was the first Turbski we had on there.
First 88.
Forced induction build 88 right there. Look, we've been repping FIS for days.
Silent and profiling.
What do you know about that gold steering wheel, Brad?
That's pretty sexy.
Oh, it's just an iPhone. That
I
iPhone.
don't like iPhones anyways. You heard it.
Turn your wheel right. Yeah, I got to put that on. Oh my gosh, I can't find the hole. It's like a Camaro graveyard out here. And then, what is this? I think quite literally the slowest sports car from any production line. 220 horsepower of Fury right there, baby. That thing's actually fast. Check the anti-roll bar because one time in Phoenix, about a year and a half ago, I kind of bounced it off a curb, being a goofball on the street. And all me and my buddy Tim, you know OG Tim, I just hooked the chain up to this thing here, and I neutral dropped the forklift a couple times.
Is this your chain mark?
Scooted the rear end over. Yeah, that's exactly.
Both sides even.
Yeah, no, actually that's the mark from the weight.
No.
Yep. Anyway, we just kind of yanked it until it was kind of straight, but the anti-roll bar doesn't seem to move very well once it's free. Yeah, it didn't move that good.
Okay.
No one has really got to see the backside of her before. You did all this, dog.
OG radiator.
That radiator used to be under the front.
Yep.
When we
with
did,
another one. Had a
two of them laying down. Yep. Well, the other one's in Jason's Turbo Fox right now in the front.
Is it still there?
Yep. OG Davis Craig water pump putting in work. That thing's been back there for 3 years or so. I did get a new 10.0. My 10.0 finally kind of started crapping out on me, so we replaced it with another 10.0. Trusty, dusty old TRS Vikings on the back of this old girl. Jeff Thomas keeps this working pretty good. Make sure you guys can't see them spring rates or nothing, because they're like 16 400s, guys. That's all they are. 16 400s.
Nothing special.
Yeah. So we'll pull the bars out of this thing so I can send them over to 10 soldiers and get them to fax them up for us. And
You don't have the car. I was ready to sorry. Quick.
oh yeah, well, I'm on a bucket. So. All right, you guys been asking for it, so we figured I'd give it to you. But instead of just giving you a boring old build breakdown with just me and the car, I figured I'd include two of the main ingredients on why I'm even successful, why I'm even where I am. This is my boy Brian Mitchell. All the stories you guys hear about me neutral dropping my body racing a Honda, or like being motivated to even build a car like this because I was getting my ass handed to me by a Honda all the time, that's this dude. But I won. You know why? What kind of car do you have right now?
I have a turbo Mustang.
And what's your wife's daily driver?
Mustang 5.0.
That's winning right there, boys. That's winning. So he definitely is a huge reason why I'm here, why I've had the motivation I've
Wait,
had.
I was die hard
For sure.
import.
Yeah.
Die hard. My first car was a Toyota Supra. Like Honda's growing up. This guy converted me 100%. I give him.
We went to.
It was a hard push.
It was a hard push.
We went
Brad
to-
was involved 100%. Only my car helping me along the way, the whole way. Brad Fahey is right here with us, and he did a wonderful job on everything he does.
So that's my motivation right here. And he's still my daily motivation. I talk to this dude every day, basically. Even though I'm in Texas and he's in AZ, we still talk all the time. The other key ingredient is this motherfucker right here. This guy is a huge reason why the car is even where it is. I mean, he's tuned it from day one. He's done all the fab work. I'll include some pictures here of, I think you have some pictures you can send me of all the different setups,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I still have them.
So here's the original NA setup. Here's the second turbo setup. Here's the third turbo setup, and then modified third turbo setup when we converted it to methanol and just lost the intercooler and stuff. Fast forward to what it is today. As you guys can see, every step of the way it's gotten better and better. I mean, this thing has, I really think that my program has like aged with fine wine, because I started out being a dork that just watched people street race and said, man, I'm gonna do that one day. And I mean, I was that kid that I listened to a lot of people, but I have to learn the hard way. You know, so I have to learn by testing. These guys will tell you, before I moved to Texas and stuff, I wore these guys plumb out. Every other day, hey bro, we're going testing. He's like, hey, you just tested yesterday.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
I know, but before I bring this car out, I need to make sure I know what it's gonna do. So, I mean, if it wasn't for these guys, the car would never, ever, ever be at the level it's at, and I would never be at the level it's at. I wouldn't have had the motivation. I wouldn't have had the machine to do it. And for that, I mean, I thank you guys a lot. Let's talk about the setup right now. Current setup in it right now is a 5.3 liter LS built by Bluesign Race Engines. It's got a stock block, stock sleeve 5.3. It does have a piston, crank, and rods, you know, forged internal, so we could kind of feed it with 45 pounds of boost and not have to worry about it. The unique thing that we're stoked with this time is it has L83 heads on it. So you can check out the link here for more information on the engine. And if you guys are interested in anything Bluesign related, they've been awesome for me. Their engines are top quality. We've been beating the crap out of our last 5.3 and it's been amazing. So 5.3 liter LS stock displacement. We got a forced inductions, 94 millimeter turbo. Dope ass turbo kit done by Brad Fahey here. We do run billet atomizer 550 injectors. The car runs on methanol. Aeromotive 10.0 electric fuel pump. Power glide transmission, so 1.8 gear set. We do run a 355 rear gear, which a lot of people always are like, what the hell, how do you run a 355? We run a Holley HP EFI system in the car, and I power manage with a boost leash boost controller. It's a ladder bar car, a lot of people don't know. Archaic caveman suspension that everybody said would never work. Yeah, I know it's weird that the Foxbody's ladder bar, but it is what it is. I bought it like that and we left it. A little bit of nitrous express on this bad boy, turbo smart wastegates, BTR intake manifold. Frankenstein went through the heads, all CNC ported. We got our power glides full of Sonax goodies. We got a Hughes converter in there now, which I'm stoked. This is new for 2020-25. Excited to see how that works. A pretty simple setup. I mean, we've kind of spent a little bit more money on it now. You know, it's probably a little bit more money than we've ever spent on it. We've always been kind of getting by with budget stuff, but I still feel that like what this car is going to go compete with, I still think it's a very budget built setup. You know what I mean? Like it's not a pro line handy.
What it has competed with.
Yeah, and what it has
competed with way less than what's
yeah,
here.
I mean,
so.
you know, it's not some Noonan, it's not an aftermarket LS. You know, I mean, I'm excited to see what this thing really does. Of course, we've always had to keep this thing 4-lug. Shout out to Strange. We called him up a little while ago and said, man, I converted this thing to 5-lug and I done messed up. So I need some badass 4-lug stuff. 35 spline axles on the way, and you know, they drilled me some rotors and we got the Strange brakes on there. And it's been great for me. I love that. I love that we were able to keep it 4-lug. Still has an 8.8. Shout out to Red Horse too. We got the coolant lines all finished up. Just brought it out to him so he could kind of go over everything. It's kind of I know it's relentless, right? Like you drove your car all the way across the country just for someone to go over everything, but we've done it like since day one. Like he's, you know, if he hasn't, he didn't have the chance to put it together and I put it together, you know, I mean, the mustache, don't let the mustache fool you. I'm a little, so for me to put it together, definitely feel better. Someone like him double checking everything and just making sure I didn't screw nothing up or I didn't route a freaking oil line on top of a header or something like that, you know. So he's also going to tune it. He's going to finish fabbing the exhaust for me, which I'm excited about that. The exhaust is going to be sick coming out both sides. Anyway, there you have it. Little build breakdown, a little bit of history on the car. Next time you see it, we'll be back out here. My boy will have worked his magic and we will be getting to testing in a few weeks. So you guys will be without Mustang content for a couple weeks. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to look at the Studebaker for a little bit, which I mean, the Studebaker's cool. Cool, Studebaker's still cool. Couple weeks and then we'll be testing this. He sits for a while and Fahey gonna work his magic. My boy Garrett's clean ass SFO. I call it the SFO.
Oh,
Yeah.
we changed some stuff since the last time it was on here.
Big Turbski 4-cylinder. Jeez.
Yeah, built the header. Built a bunch more shit this time.
Ooh, shout out to the boys Turbo Smart. Look at that. Hell yeah, that's cool.
Whoa.
You missed the gear, Bob. As always, we appreciate you guys. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, and share.